If you've been curious about sugaring, but worried it might be too painful, messy, or complicated, you're not alone. Many people avoid sugaring based on misconceptions that keep them stuck with less effective hair removal methods. I'm going to address those common fears and give you everything you need to try sugaring with confidence. Sugaring versus waxing. Before you can decide if sugaring is right for you, you need to understand what makes it completely different from traditional waxing. Most people think sugaring is just another type of wax, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Sugaring uses only 3 simple ingredients: sugar, water, and lemon juice. That's it. No resins, no synthetic compounds, no mysterious chemicals you can't pronounce. Traditional wax, on the other hand, contains rosin, beeswax, and various additives that can irritate sensitive skin. This natural composition makes sugaring hypoallergenic and safe for people who react badly to conventional wax products. The temperature difference changes everything about your experience. Sugar paste is applied at room temperature or slightly warm, never hot enough to burn your skin. Remember those horror stories about wax burns? They simply don't happen with sugaring because the paste never gets dangerously hot. Traditional wax needs to be heated to high temperatures to become pliable, which creates real burn risks if your technician isn't careful or if you're doing it at home. Here's where it gets really interesting. The application and removal techniques are completely opposite to waxing. With sugaring, you apply the paste against hair growth, allowing it to seep into the follicle and wrap around each hair. Then you remove it in the direction of natural hair growth, which is exactly how you'd pluck individual hairs with tweezers. Waxing does the reverse, applying with hair growth and ripping against it, which often breaks hairs at the surface instead of removing them completely from the root. This removal technique matters more than you might think. When you pull hair in its natural growth direction, you're less likely to break it off halfway down the follicle. Broken hairs become ingrown hairs, those painful bumps that make you regret hair removal altogether. Sugaring's technique significantly reduces this problem because it removes hair completely, bulb and all. The cleanup process reveals another major difference. Sugar paste is completely water-soluble, meaning any residue washes off with warm water. Spill some on your clothes or the bathroom floor. No problem. Hot water dissolves it instantly. Try that with traditional wax, and you'll need special solvents or oils to remove the sticky mess. Many people have ruined clothing or spent hours scraping wax off surfaces. Sugar paste also has a unique property where it won't adhere to live skin cells, only to dead skin and hair. This is why sugaring can be less painful than waxing. Traditional wax grabs onto everything, including healthy skin, which gets torn away when you remove the strip. That's what causes much of waxing's pain and the raw, irritated feeling afterward. You can also reapply sugar paste to the same area multiple times without increasing irritation, something you absolutely cannot do with traditional wax. Miss a few hairs? No problem. Go over that spot again. With waxing, a second pass often results in skin damage and excessive pain. Now that you know what sugaring actually is, let's talk about what you can realistically expect when you try it yourself. The pros, cons, and expectations. I'm going to be completely honest about both the amazing benefits and the real challenges you might face. Too many people go into sugaring with unrealistic expectations, then get disappointed when it's not perfect on the first try. Let's start with the genuine benefits that make sugaring worth trying. The pain factor is often overblown. Most people find sugaring less painful than traditional waxing because the paste doesn't grip live skin cells. You'll still feel the hair being pulled out, but without that sharp sting of skin being torn. Think of it as firm pressure rather than a burning sensation. Ingrown hairs become much less of a problem with sugaring. Since you're removing hair in its natural growth direction and getting the complete follicle, including the root, those annoying bumps that plague waxing users happen far less frequently. Your skin stays smoother between sessions, and you won't spend time dealing with infected ingrowns. The realistic expectations part is crucial here. Your first sugaring session probably won't be perfect. The technique takes practice, whether you're doing it yourself or going to a professional. Some hairs might get missed, especially if they're very short or growing in different directions. Don't expect baby smooth skin immediately. Here are the real cons nobody talks about. There's definitely a learning curve if you're doing it yourself. Getting the sugar paste to the right consistency can be tricky. Too soft, and it won't grip the hair properly. Too hard, and it becomes difficult to work with. Even professionals sometimes struggle with paste consistency, especially in humid weather. The technique itself requires practice. You need to learn how to hold your skin taut, apply the paste at the right angle, and remove it with the correct motion. Your first few attempts might be awkward, and you might not get all the hair in one pass. That's completely normal. Timing matters more with sugaring than with other methods. Your hair needs to be the right length, about 1/4 inch or the size of a rice grain. Too short, and the paste won't grab it. Too long, and it becomes more uncomfortable. Finding that sweet spot takes attention to your hair growth patterns. Pain levels vary significantly between people and body areas. Your legs might be totally manageable, while your bikini area feels intense. Arms are usually easier than underarms. Everyone's pain tolerance is different, and areas with thinner skin or more nerve endings will always be more sensitive. Results improve dramatically over time. Your second and third sugaring sessions will be easier, less painful, and more effective. Hair grows back finer and sparser with regular sugaring, so each session becomes more comfortable. Many people find that after 6 months of consistent sugaring, the process becomes almost painless. The regrowth pattern is different too. Instead of stubbly regrowth, like you get with shaving, sugared areas stay smooth longer and hair grows back softer. But don't expect to be hair-free for months after your first session. Most people need touch-ups every 4 to 6 weeks initially. Let me know in the comments which benefit of sugaring appeals to you most, or if you've tried it before. Speaking of success, let me share the preparation and aftercare steps that make all the difference between a great experience and a frustrating one. Complete prep and aftercare guide. The difference between a great sugaring experience and a disappointing one often comes down to what you do before and after. Skip these steps and you'll likely end up frustrated, thinking sugaring doesn't work when really you just weren't properly prepared. Hair length makes or breaks your sugaring session. You need 1/4 inch hair length, about the size of a rice grain. Too short, and the sugar paste has nothing to grip. Too long, and the removal becomes unnecessarily painful. If you've been shaving, wait about 10 to 14 days for proper growth. If you've been waxing, wait 4 to 6 weeks. Don't guess at this timing, because wrong hair length is the #1 reason sugaring fails. Exfoliation timing is critical, but counterintuitive. Exfoliate 24 to 48 hours before sugaring, never on the same day. Use a gentle scrub or exfoliating mitt to remove dead skin cells that could trap hairs and cause ingrowns. But doing this too close to your sugaring session irritates your skin and makes the process more painful. Your skin needs recovery time between exfoliation and hair removal. Skip all lotions, oils, and moisturizers on the day of sugaring. These create a barrier that prevents the sugar paste from adhering properly to your hair. Also avoid deodorant on areas you plan to sugar. Your skin needs to be completely clean and dry for best results. Stop using retinoids or strong exfoliating acids like glycolic acid at least a week before sugaring. These products thin your skin, making you more prone to irritation and even skin lifting during hair removal. If you're using prescription retinoids, wait even longer or consult your dermatologist. Avoid sun exposure for at least 24 hours before sugaring. Sunburned or even slightly pink skin becomes extremely sensitive during hair removal. Save your beach day for after your sugaring session heals. Aftercare starts immediately after you finish sugaring. Wear loose, breathable clothing for the next 24 to 48 hours. Tight pants, fitted tops, or snug undergarments can irritate freshly sugared skin and potentially cause ingrown hairs from friction. Stay out of hot water for the first day. This means no hot showers, baths, saunas, or hot tubs. Lukewarm water is fine, but heat can inflame your skin and open pores to bacteria. Swimming pools are also off limits for 48 hours because chlorine can irritate sensitive skin. Skip the gym and avoid excessive sweating for at least a day after sugaring. Your hair follicles are essentially open wounds that need time to close. Sweat mixed with bacteria from exercise equipment creates perfect conditions for folliculitis, those painful infected bumps that look like acne. Don't touch or pick at sugared areas, no matter how smooth they feel. Your hands carry bacteria that can easily infect open follicles. Resist the temptation to run your fingers over that silky skin. Start gentle exfoliation again after 48 hours, then continue 2 to 3 times per week between sugaring sessions. This prevents dead skin from trapping new hair growth and causing ingrowns. Use a dry brush, exfoliating mitt, or gentle scrub in circular motions. Moisturize regularly with fragrance-free, gentle products. Well-hydrated skin allows new hair to break through the surface easily instead of curling back into the follicle and becoming ingrown. Sugaring doesn't have to be intimidating when you know what to expect and how to prepare properly. Start with realistic expectations. Follow the preparation steps I've shared, and don't expect perfection on your first try. With proper technique and aftercare, you'll likely find sugaring becomes your preferred hair removal method.
If you found value in this video, you're gonna love this next one.